I'm Rob Spalding, CEO and founder of SEMPRE. I've been in the business here in wireless over 4 years now. I spent most of my career in the military as an Air Force B-2 bomber pilot, and I'm really excited to be doing this during my second phase of my career.
My name is Frank DiRico. I'm the founder of Viaero Wireless. I started this company in 1991. I've been in the cellular business 31 years.
SEMPRE was founded a little over 4 years ago to focus on making commercial wireless as resilient and secure as the military needs. If you wanted to build secure, resilient infrastructure using commercial wireless as a technology, what would that take? And it took a long time to do things like EMP hardening and to create nodes that are really self-sustaining, autonomous, and secure. And so we just went to market in March of 2023, and we're really excited to get out there and really start introducing both the military and commercial sectors to this new idea of resilient infrastructure.
We put a tremendous amount of capacity in this network, and in the early days I really think that helped the business because we earned a lot of public safety business because they could make calls in emergencies when they needed it. Time went on, security became more important because you're doing your banking transactions. You're doing an awful lot with that phone today.
The importance of resiliency and security for infrastructure really is obvious when you start to think about how people are using devices today. I mean, they just do everything. And in an emergency, you use it to call first responders. You get medical help. So what do you do when your infrastructure doesn't work for 2 weeks? Well, that's really not okay in this day and age. It used to be that we didn't need these devices to get along, but today, especially the younger generations, they need the devices. I really believe that digital now is so important to life, and therefore your infrastructure ought to be as hard as whatever situation can come at you.
I think the biggest threat today is a cyber attack. Watching what's going on and trying to prevent these from happening, but I mean, they've gotten a lot of big companies. And even if you get your data back, you can't use it because you don't know what they put into it.
So SEMPRE technology was built for the battlefield, but we built it on the basis of commercial infrastructure. So that means anybody can use it. SEMPRE infrastructure is built to work with your smartphone. Now your smartphone is super resilient. It'll survive an EMP, you can throw it in the air, drop it in water. You probably can't run it over with a car, but for the most part, you have a very resilient device as long as somebody doesn't try to attack the infrastructure. When they do, the infrastructure wasn't made to be as survivable as your device. And so what SEMPRE does is take that infrastructure and make it as hard as your device is, so that when something bad happens, your infrastructure is going to be that connection. That's going to be your lifeline to ensuring that you continue to have service no matter what happens.
Things are changing so much. This is going to put a whole new layer of security on top of what we have now. They're watching the world. They're watching what's going on. I think they could pick some of this stuff up before we would or have access to it. And I'm looking for military type security in this stuff. So I really think the security level is going to be very high.
SEMPRE nodes can operate right through an electromagnetic pulse. They can continue, you could be talking on a phone, not even know anything happened, and as long as you're connected to a SEMPRE node, guess what? You're just going to keep your conversation going. Everybody else, though, they're not gonna have a connection because the cell tower is basically gonna be fried. And we also don't know when our society could be attacked. We thought the idea that you had infrastructure that could repair itself and continue to operate through whatever condition was important, because we don't know where our nodes are going to be deployed. We don't know. I mean, they obviously will be deployed at Viaero sites, but they could be deployed all over the world. And so we wanted them to be able to handle any situation.
I'm looking forward to working with these folks. I've known them for a while, and it's going to be a very productive relationship. It's going to be very mutually beneficial to both of us.
Amen.